Good morning, my lovely little ghosts, and welcome to the Dark Orchard. I'm Laura, and this is an Ice 9 Kills video. As I said in my intro, this is an Ice 9 Kills video. More specifically, I'm going to be talking about the Ice 9 Kills cover of Can't Help Falling in Love with You. While I discuss this cover, I'm also going to be doing some makeup, and I have a new palette from Makeup a Murder that I would love to use to do this makeup look with. So here I have a sealed evidence folder. What more appropriate time to use this makeup palette than with an Ice 9 Kills video, because it totally sticks with their theme. To be opened by authorized personnel only, not to be tampered with, and it's labeled as sealed evidence. So let's open it up. It is the Makeup a Murder Partner in Crime palette. How appropriate to be using for a video discussing the Ice 9 Kills take on Can't Help Falling in Love with You. Partner in Crime by Makeup a Murder. On top of it being in a sealed evidence bag, this also has a plastic film over it, which is really awesome. I don't think I've ever had a palette before that has a sealed plastic cover on it before. They usually just come in a box and then you open the box and there's your palette. Let's open up this plastic bit and see what colors we have. I honestly don't remember. Let's slide it out of its sleeve. So pretty. Okay, let's open it together. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna do a close-up so you can see them. Okay. First we have Bad Boys, then Cuff Me, Accomplice, Busted, Soulmate, Ride or Die, Lock Up, Stolen Heart, Criminal, and Wanted. These are so lovely and they're going to be really cute. So I love the theming here. It's perfect for Valentine's Day. You could do a soft look, you could do a more exaggerated look, but I love the embossing here. There's skulls and crossbones, handcuffs, the M for murder, hearts. I love it. I absolutely love it. What I'm going to do first is eye makeup, talk a little bit about the song/music video, and then I'm going to jump into some SFX. And I'm going to be doing my eye makeup just using colors from this palette. For my base color, I'm going to be using Stolen Heart, which is the pretty maroon color that was in the middle on the bottom. That's such a gorgeous maroon red, like a dark, deep, thick blood red. I love it. So before we jump into the music video, I want to talk a little bit about the song and the cover in general. Next, I'm going to use Bad Boy. So the cover, I thought, was absolutely stunning. Everything about it. It sounded so smooth and sensual, but also very devious, which is very on brand for Ice 9 Kills. That being said, it was a shock that the big surprise for Valentine's Day was a cover of an Elvis song. It shocked me, but it was a pleasant shock. Let me line that up with some white liner. And then I was going to change my lipstick, but I think I'm just going to touch this one up. Right now I'm wearing Goth Topic by Wet n Wild, and that's what I'm going to stick with. So let me just add another layer on. This is my current favorite shade of lipstick. So back to the song. I love the rock element. I love that they took a very classic song, a song that everyone pretty much knows, and if you don't know, you're going to listen to the original knowing that this is a cover. You can tell the definite differences and the way that Spencer sang it, making it his own. With everything that Ice 9 Kills makes, there's that horror element. But with this cover specifically, there was an elegance to it. An elegant horror. There were the dark elements, yes, but the dark elements were contrasted by the smoothness of the song. And just the song in general. So let's transition into talking about the music video. It appears that Spencer, the killer, is alone in a cabin, and while he's alone in the cabin, he's reminiscing about his kills. It's unclear if it's canon to the Silver Scream or not. The killer Spencer does reminisce about the murders from the Silver Scream, which really makes you wonder if it's canon or not. At least it made me wonder. The thing is, if we're going to say that that means that the Silver Scream is canon, it also would have to mean that the Halloween special was canon, and that's less likely. And the reason I say that's less likely is because then we would have no band. Unless there's something going on behind the scenes that we don't know about, I feel like that's less likely to be the case. Because if you recall from my Halloween special review, the band died in the Halloween special, including Spencer. But it also opened the window for the partner or the shadowy figure that Dr. Ian Black mentioned in It Is the End to actually be a partner in crime, to Spencer. So let's take a look at the music video and talk about a few frames. Okay, so here we're seeing him looking through the book and reminiscing the different murders that occurred during the Silver Scream, which I mentioned earlier. This is the part that doesn't feel canonical. I mean, a straitjacket, it's cool. I've actually made a straitjacket before for a photo shoot. It's very entertaining to watch people try to get into them, but I'm not sure how canonical it would be to the Silver Scream storyline. That's what makes me think that this video is separate from any other storyline that we've had thus far. However, if you pay attention to the table, the silence mask is on the table. See right there? That's the silence mask on the table. So the silence mask is actually from the Halloween special. Silence was the killer that killed all the band members, including Spencer. So if we were saying that the Halloween special was canon, quote unquote, maybe it's a fevered dream of Spencer. Like maybe after the events of It Is the End, he went into an asylum for a while. That's the only way that I could possibly reason that it be canonical. That scene at the end is just gorgeous with the heads and arms and stuff around him, and then Spencer in the full suit, very, very, very on point and just absolutely stunning. The white jacket is beautiful. But like I was saying, it is as if the Spencer from the Silver Scream is reminiscing. And then we get that little Easter egg of the silence mask from the Halloween special. And this isn't the first time we've seen Spencer in a white blazer like that. We actually got to see a similar suit jacket in Hell in the Hallways, and it looked just as stunning then as it did in this video. So last we saw Spencer, it was the end of It Is the End, and he had been hospitalized for the It Is the End incident, and then 3 weeks later, he was seeing a new psychiatrist. So theoretically, if we want to imagine that this new cover is somewhat canonical to the Silver Scream, we'd have to assume that that psychiatrist had Spencer temporarily committed, and if so, there's a big chunk missing. So as much as the evidence would suggest that it's canonical, I don't believe it is. I think it was just a cover that was full of Easter eggs. And I say that was the last time we saw him. We actually saw him also in the Savages music video, but in that video it was just carnage. But he did get the band involved, and then the Halloween special happened and the band died. It was really cool to see Spencer reveling in the horrific memories of the Silver Scream while looking through the photo album. I think it was a perfect song to release near Valentine's Day, especially with this dark twist on it. Honestly, since the 2021 Valentine's Day was so close to the 40th release of the original My Bloody Valentine, I kind of expected a new song, a My Bloody Valentine themed song to be released on the 40th anniversary for Valentine's Day. But I'm just as happy getting a cover of an Elvis song. Well, maybe not just as happy, but close to as happy. I think the video itself was absolutely gorgeous, and the contacts were stunning. That's another thing that makes me think it's not canonical to the silver screen, is that when Spencer was singing, he was wearing those bright contacts that made him appear almost demonic. And I watched the before the video Q&A, and Spencer told his first experience with Elvis and like learning about Elvis. He said his was through Richard Simmons videos and how his mom used to exercise to Elvis songs. My first introduction to Elvis was his movies. My mom loved his movies. But I also had a elementary school teacher who was an Elvis impersonator. And as like a reward at the end of certain reading periods and stuff, he would dress up like Elvis and put on a concert in the gym. So the first Elvis song that I really remember hearing outside of the movies was Teddy Bear, because that was his favorite one to sing. So overall, I just really loved the macabre, gothic homage to Elvis. The way Spencer was dressed with the like demonic contacts, it all just blended so well, and I think it was a brilliant homage to the original artist. The whole video was interesting, and it made you really guess what was happening. Like, even after you watched it, at least for me, I went back and rewatched it a few times, just trying to take in all of the details, because the Ice Nine Kills team are sticklers for details. And I know there were some in there that I missed, just like with American Nightmare, when I missed things with that. But I thought it was gorgeous. I loved every bit of it. And even though it wasn't a My Bloody Valentine inspired song for Valentine's Day, for the 40th anniversary of My Bloody Valentine, I can appreciate a good cover, and this was a really good cover. Spencer has one of those voices that just has so much range and sounds good doing so many different things. Just listen to the silver screen, and you can hear how much range his voice actually carries. Just about every song has a different kind of range. These guys do amazing work with everything that they work on, and this cover was no exception. And I actually have seen some criticism. A lot of people are saying things like they're upset that it was a cover instead of a new original song. I love covers. One complaint that I've seen the most about this song and music video, people say the song has been done to death. But my response to that is, what better band to play with something dead than Ice Nine Kills? Overall, I think the music video is gorgeous. I love the white jacket. I love the photo album that transitions into clips from the silver screen. I think it all is just really cohesive. I love the Easter egg of the silence mask on the table. For an Ink fan, it's a really cool video. And for someone who likes to analyze videos, as you know I love to do, this one was really, really fun. And I really appreciated all the little things. It was just a little trip down a blood-covered memory lane, and I thoroughly enjoyed the music video, especially those demonic white contacts. Those were so cool. There has been some teasing that a new Ice Nine Kills album is going to be released sometime in 2021, so I'm really hype about that. I'm sure I'll be making more Ice Nine Kills themed videos in the future if that is the case, and I'm just so super excited for new music. So this was a nice treat for Valentine's Day. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I think they did a fantastic job. For the comments down below, I want you to tell me either what your favorite Elvis song is or what your favorite moment from the music video was. And if you don't talk to me about that, talk to me about something, because I'd love for you to talk to me down in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you come around again soon. Say bye. Bye! Ice 9 kills the fastest way to a girl's heart is through a ribcage.